Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So the day has finally come when ColourPop has duped the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows, and theirs is in the form of the Supernova Shadow. So these are ColourPop's liquid eyeshadows and they have quite a metallic glittery finish. So I'll be swatching all 5 shades for you, and I will be doing a little comparison between the Stila ones, and I've done 2 other videos on liquid eyeshadows from holika and jcat. Those are very affordable alternatives as well, so you can check my videos out on them for more swatches. But I'll be comparing some of the swatches between those brands and these ColourPop ones in this video, and I'll be trying them on my eyes and giving you my thoughts. So these Supernova shadows retail for $7 each, and they come in the same packaging as the No Filter concealer. So there is 4.7 grams or 0.17 ounces of product in this, and that is actually quite a lot of product for a liquid eyeshadow. I mean, I don't think you really use everything up. This is how the uni carton looks like. So the labels and all the stars you see are all holographic, so it's very pretty and galaxy-like, and I like this box. This is how the tubes of the Supernova shadows look like. So they have stars printed all around the tube as well, so that's really pretty. And it comes with a standard paddle foot applicator, just like all the other liquid eyeshadows come in. ColourPop describes these as a high-impact ultra glittery shadow with a metallic base, and they are extremely long wearing and can be used as a base alone or as a topper. So there are 5 shades, and the first one is called Walk of Fame, and this is a true gold sprinkled with silver glitter. So among the 5, this is the most metallic and the brightest shade. So this one will give you a very metallic and foiled bright eye look. The second shade is called Dragon, and this is a bright copper with pink, teal, silver and gold glitter. And to be honest, I did not notice all the multicolored glitter until reading the description, because the multicolored glitters are really tiny and unnoticeable. What I see are mostly the copper and silver glitters. This one has much more of a sheer base as compared to Walk of Fame, but it is still quite pigmented and the colors do show up very well. The third one is called Heart to Empress, and this is a warm red with gold duochrome and silver, gold and copper glitter. But honestly, what I see is more of a red with just gold glitter on top, and this one is very sheer. You can see my skin peeking through the swatch. The fourth shade is called Firecracker, and this is a cool toned burgundy with gold duochrome and silver, gold and green glitter. And this one applied really sheer as well. So from what I can tell, I can definitely see the gold and silver glitters under different angles and under different lightings, but the green glitter is totally absent. So as compared to Heart to Empress, the gold in here is more of an antique gold, while Heart to Empress has a brighter yellow gold. The last shade is called Moonlit, and this is a vibrant purple with pink, turquoise and violet glitter. And you can definitely see all the multicolored glitter in this one. This has much more of a pigmented base and applied very evenly, and it is also quite metallic as comparable to the first shade called Walk of Fame. Alright, so I've zoomed you guys in, and I'm going to put some of these shadows on my eyes. So I think I'm going to start off with Dragon and place it like on the center of my eyelids. So you can apply these directly on your eyes using the applicator, or you can take a small brush and put some on. And with these you can definitely like use them as eyeliners and stuff, so it's really nice to be creative with this kind of products. So this is how Dragon looks like on my eyelids, and I would recommend going in with a thin layer and not putting on more than 1 layer, because if you put on too much it can start to look crusty. So this eye over here has slightly too much, and you can see that it is kind of chunky in some areas, and this eye has just the right amount, so it blended very nicely with the rest of my eyeshadows. Now I'm going to take Heart to Empress on a smaller brush and do my lower lash line. And now I think I'm just going to put on Walk of Fame on the inner half of my eyes so that everything looks mega sparkly and metallic. So this is the finished eye look, and so I have Walk of Fame in the inner half of my eyes, Dragon on my center of the eyelids, and Heart to Empress on the lower lash line. And I think these are a little bit difficult to work with because they dry down so fast if you use too much, and it is very easy to use too much. They can dry down and look crusty and patchy, so as you can tell there are quite a few chunky areas on this eye. But if you manage to blend it out nicely, then it will look very nice and beautiful, and it really adds a pop to your eyes. So even on my lower lash line, you can see that Hard to Impress went on a little bit patchy on this eye. I'm not sure if you can tell, it's a bit patchy and chunky. Most of these are also on the sheer side, so you may be tempted to add more in hopes to get more pigmentation and more base color out of them, and so then you will end up adding too much. I did another eye look using these yesterday. So I had on Baby Kin's Super Shock Shadow from last year's holiday collection, and I topped it off with Moonlit, and that really helped brighten the purple shade, and you can definitely tell the difference between both, and I'll insert clips to show you guys. So I do not think the ColourPop ones are as good as like the Stila or holika ones, and I have got some comparison swatches over here to show you guys like the base pigmentation and the glitters in them. So for the first set of swatches, we have Stila's Kitten Karma, ColourPop's Walk of Fame, Burnt Orange from holika, and Dragon from ColourPop. So as you can see, the first three are pretty comparable and they are very metallic. The holika one and Stila ones have got that chunky silver glitters that make them extra sparkly, while the ColourPop one is much more of a metallic base, and it does have some chunky silver glitters in it, but they are not as isolated as the other two. Dragon does not have any chunky silver glitters in it, so it is not as sparkly and glittery as the other three, and also not as metallic looking. For the second set of swatches, we have Hard to Impress from ColourPop, Firework from holika, and Firecracker from ColourPop. So these three are pretty sheer, but the holika one has slightly more pigmentation to it, and it is also slightly more metallic. Again, it has that chunky silver glitter in it that makes it extra sparkly and glittery. And for the last set of swatches, we have Moonlit from ColourPop and Violet Vixen from Stila. So both of these have got the same amount of pigmentation to it. Like, it is slightly sheer, but you can definitely build it up to make it more opaque. But already from swatching, you can tell that the ColourPop one is a little bit more crusty as compared to the Stila one that looks very smooth and even. The purple tones are different, and the ColourPop one looks a little bit more metallic as compared to the Stila one. So now it's time for a smudge test. And so we know that the glitters from the Stila and holika ones do rub off. So let's try out the ColourPop one. And there you go. It seems to be flaking off a bit, but this is the transfer on my finger. So I suppose if you apply the eyeshadows thinly, they do not smudge and flake off that much. So this is a transfer from smudging these two shades over here. Again, there's transfer, but no fallout, no flaking for this shade. That's Walk of Fame. Alright, so these are not waterproof, just like the Stila ones, the holika ones, and the jcat ones. So water will remove them very easily. But honestly, I do not have any issues with wearing these out for an entire day. They last on my lids all day long once they are set, and I do not experience any glitter fallout or flaking off throughout the day. I do not think these are on par with the Stila ones yet. If you are looking for a more affordable option as compared to the Stila liquid eyeshadows, I would recommend the holika metal eye glitters. These work really nicely and they are pretty comparable to the Stila ones. The ColourPop range does have a nice variety of colors to choose from, and I really like the colors that they have. So yeah, that is all I have to say, and I hope you guys found this video useful. Thanks for tuning in with me this time, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye bye!